What up, Revolt? It is Andy Harm. So we got good news a couple of weeks ago, it was now. Beck is releasing his first new record in 6 years. It's called Morning Phase. It'll be out in February. And this guy, Bryce from the news department, snuck into the Capitol Records building last night for a special exclusive listening party. He got to hear the entire thing. On a scale from 1 to 10, what do you give Morning Phase?
So I'm going to give it an 8. It's tough to analyze a record on one listen. You know, you can't go back and listen to your favorite tracks. You can't listen again at the end. But just hearing the overall vibe of it, I loved it. It was fantastic.
A lot of people are comparing this record, including Beck himself, as a companion piece to Sea Change, which was loved by fans and critics, but it was commercially so-so. Do you agree with that comparison?
I think that it could have been recorded a week later, frankly. It sounds identical in approach and tone and sonically. Everything about it is great.
Awesome. You had a chance to meet Beck last night. How was he? Was he cool? Was he in good spirits?
Yeah, he seemed happy to have a record out there. I mean, he's been laboring over it for a while. There's obviously 2 other Beck records that we haven't even heard yet that he already, kind of stashed away somewhere. And so he just seemed sort of happy to be there and have people hearing it. And he's back to his old Beck haircut.
I almost forgot. You walked away with an exclusive for us as well, a track listing, which no one else has seen.
That's true.
What are some standout tracks for you?
I really love, in particular, a song called Waking Light, which has him doing sort of those falsettos from the last, from Sea Change, and as it's a really slow-burning, big build at the end with this nice, very tasteful guitar solo, and it was awesome.
A tasteful guitar solo. Well, I'm glad to hear that, absolutely. Again, Morning Phase, the new Beck record, will be out in February with all sorts of tasteful guitar solos. Bryce, thanks again for your expertise and your inside knowledge. That's real cool.
Thanks for having me, man.
So, moving on, in a recent video, Rhode Island indie rock. Moving on. Yeah.
You're welcome.
See you later. Means that indie rock band Deer Tick had a bunch of their friends send a very clear message that we cannot say on TV. So maybe some of their famous friends can do it for us. Those famous friends, Conan O'Brien, Channing Tatum, Kirsten Dunst, and more. Here's that very specific message.
Deer Tick? What the hell's a deer tick?
I like to think of myself as a fortunate person. Had a lot of great things happen to me in my life. But when you get right down to it, Deer Tick.
Deer Tick. You can get in on the love as well. The band is asking their fans to share their best F Deer Tick video on Instagram or Twitter. Now, to get that to the band, you have to use a very specific hashtag, a hashtag that I am not going to say on the air, and that we can't even post on the air. You're just going to have to figure it out for yourself. That band is awesome. Speaking of awesome, MIA going to be on my show In Harm's Way tonight. That airs every night right here on Revolt.